You see them every day, thousands of them, vehicles of all kinds, drivers of all skill levels, some on the way to work, some on vacation, family in tow. One of them may be en route to a favorite watering hole to wash down the bad taste of a lousy day. Another might be rushing a soon-to-be new mom to the hospital. These drivers have all sorts of things on their minds. For some of them, it's their driving. More often, it's something else. Then again, most of them aren't professional drivers. Because you are a professional driver, you need to spend every minute on the road making sure you and your load get to your destination safely and without incident. The last thing you want on your hands, your record, or your conscience is a crash, especially if it happens because you aren't paying attention or because you're careless or in a rush. How do you make sure you get there safely every day? A good place to start is to keep plenty of space between you and everyone else, and to maintain a speed that allows you to always be in control. If you've mastered speed and space management and you don't let your guard down, you're well on your way to completing every run successfully. You put speed and space management into practice every day. Every time you slow down because the road is wet or when traffic gets heavy, you're managing your speed. Space management is all about maintaining a cushion of safety around your rig. Think of it as controlling your living room, your personal space. If you don't manage your speed and space, it will eventually cost you and your company time, money, even lives. Rear-end collisions make up about 70% of all crashes for all vehicles. One obvious reason it's especially important for you to maintain a safety cushion around your rig is that it takes longer to stop a 40-ton vehicle than a car. Not exactly news, is it? Excessive speed isn't something to take lightly. The faster you drive, the less time you have to see and react to what's going on around you. You don't want to jeopardize your personal safety or anyone else's, right? The third factor is the big one. Braking distance, or how far you travel from the time you hit the brakes to when you stop. For a 50-foot rig at 55 miles per hour, this could take another 5 seconds. So roughly 6 or 7 seconds total, and more than 600 feet to come to a complete stop. And that's with good weather and dry pavement. Speed isn't a consideration only when you're managing the space in front of you, but also when you're controlling the space behind you. It's not always easy to control this space, but you can act and respond safely. With all that's going on in front, behind, and beside you, it's easy to forget what's going on above and below your rig. Most of the time, it's not an issue, but sometimes it is. You can avoid serious problems by knowing the dimensions of your rig and not counting on posted clearances on overpasses and bridges as being 100% accurate. Road debris, unpaved surfaces, and railroad tracks are just a few things to think about when managing the space below your rig, especially if you've got a heavy load. So, are you ready to put your own mastery of speed and space management to the test? You're about to be faced with some real-world driving challenges. You'll have a few seconds to size up the situation and then make a decision. Let's see how you deal with them. Once you've driven for a few years, backing becomes second nature, right? A snap, or maybe not. What did our driver forget to do in this scenario? Multiple choice selections are not provided for this question. Please write down your answer. What did our driver forget to do in this scenario? Does the word goal sound familiar? It stands for get out and look, remember? The seasoned pro in this scenario was so comfortable with his skills, he never even bothered to check the area he was backing into. A lot of drivers simply don't seem to know how to pass another vehicle. They also seem to think that a large commercial motor vehicle can stop as quickly as a car. What would be the best thing to do here? Would it be A, stay calm, maintain your speed, and let the space naturally open back up in front of you? B, tap your horn to let the cyclists know they made a stupid move? Or C, slow down, drop back enough to open a safe and comfortable space between you and the cyclists? The answer is C, slow down, drop back enough to open a safe and comfortable space between you and the cyclists. You can try to account for anything and everything. Sometimes you'll still get a surprise. What did our driver do wrong here? Did he A, swerve unnecessarily? B, swerve in the wrong direction? C, swerve without making sure he was clear to the side? What did our driver do wrong here? The answer is C, swerve without making sure he was clear to the side. If at all possible, he should have quickly checked his mirrors before crossing into another lane. Managing speed and space effectively is vital to maintaining your safety and the safety of everyone you encounter on the road. Let's review some of the keys. Obey posted speed limits at all times, unless you need to drive even slower because of various conditions. So, what do you think? Are you ready to step up and use your speed and space management skills each and every time you get behind the wheel? Because you drive for a living, there's a lot riding on it.